3 weeks after I got sober, my dad fucking killed himself. My dad committed suicide. He bled out in his car by himself. And I fought for my sobriety through that. And I had nothing that was left. I lost my fucking dad. And when my wife committed suicide, I went off the fucking rails. That's when my addiction went to the next fucking level. And this time I was 3 weeks sober. I got sober 7/25/17. My dad killed himself 8/13/17. And that, the only thing I could fucking grasp onto was my sobriety. That was one of the few things. Now all of a sudden I started looking for everything I had before my dad killed himself. And one of it happened to be sobriety. And I will say, if you want it bad enough, if you've hit that point and you are fighting for it, you will find it. But you have to hit that point. That sobriety meant more to me all of a sudden than anything, because it was something I had before I lost my dad. And I fought to fucking protect it. I fought for it. I fought for it one day at a time. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Just knew that I couldn't use, because if I did, I'd go off the rails again and I probably wouldn't come back. Because I barely made it back from my wife. When my wife, Brandy, took her life, I barely made it back from that. And if I did it again, I wouldn't have. And I wanted to live. The strongest thing I wanted to do is continue to live when I wanted to fucking die. And it is a fight, but it's one of those that there are no excuses. If you want it, you will make it happen. And do you think it will get better? Fuck yes, it does. I love my life. I have a successful business with my wife. We have a few businesses to travel Europe. We travel the Caribbean. We travel wherever the fuck we want. Have money in the bank. Fucking have a wonderful house. Wonderful, wonderful life. The life that I have is a life I never thought I could fucking deserve when I was high. When I was using, nothing mattered. This was what paradise was to me that I never thought I was worthy of. But I fought for it and I got it. And for the one out there going through it right now, if you think it's going to get better and you're not quite sure, this is a message to you that yes, it fucking does. Yes, it does. And it's a lot of healing. It took me a lot of therapy. It took me a lot of fucking therapy and being honest with my therapy. Trauma therapist. It took a lot. And it took me asking for help. AA helped. Find what works for you, man. Inpatient, outpatient rehabs and treatment centers, doctors, medication. It's fighting for your life. And if you want it bad enough, you can have the life that you've always deserved and you've always wanted. You just have to go for it.